Hello there, metacynth here, and this is a very exciting video of BJD and a cup of tea. I now have official BJD and a cup of tea teas that you can drink at home. Alastyre's tea is a blend of chocolate chip black tea, caramel black tea, and almond black tea. It's a very sweet tea, but it still has a bit of body to it, so it's not like candy sweet, unless you're putting a lot of sugar in it, which that's actually how Alastyre takes his tea, with lots and lots of sugar. So I like it. I love the chocolate. I really enjoy chocolate teas a lot personally. So this tea is the closest to what I blend when I'm making tea by myself, like just for myself. So I actually have bought a lot of this. For Alastyre, he is also kind of a bittersweet character. He's a very passionate person, but he reserves a lot. He's an introvert in a lot of ways, but he's been forced to do things beyond his personality to help the kingdoms. Alastyre has a very interesting kind of background. He spends half of his time in Aeronautica, which is the kingdom of the Towering Heights. It's the kingdom where the Ales and Pegasi and other clans that are winged clans, or used to be, according to legend, where the winged clans lived. There are floating islands. He has a steam-powered flyer that he's been able to modify, and one of his very good friends, Bridget, a dwarfess, a female dwarf, has invented and crafted so that he can reach the islands, the floating islands, because without steam flyers, without some kind of help, none of the clans can reach the floating islands. Just they're inhabited by animals and things, but those islands are covered in ruins because the clans used to be able to fly. A little bit of a background on the whole story. The kingdoms of Llyr are made up of multiple clans who used to have magic. So think Pegasus, unicorns, griffins, what's some of the other ones? Gorgons, elves, dragons. All of those things kind of existed, and each clan was able to have their magical form, which is dragon, I can fly, roar, breathe fire, and a human form, which is, what you see here, where they are trapped, like they're just human body, and that's how they were able to interact at court, and when they had meetings, everybody took on their human form so they could interact. It was a common form that they all had. Well, after a huge war that is known in legends as the Time of Darkness, magic was stripped away. It vanished. And 1,000 years have passed arbitrarily, and now magic is slowly trickling back in, one child at a time. So every now and then a child is born with magic. Nobody really understands why or how, and it's very rare at this point. It's only started in the oldest known person to have magic is 30 years old. So everyone since then, it's almost every year there's another child born, or every couple years there's a child born with magic, and it's a secret. People don't really talk about it. They don't want to know. And where Artunnus and Alastyre live is where the elders have kind of maintained peace among the 5 kingdoms. The elders have been trying to maintain control of magic and allegedly help those born with magic kind of find their way and help them become peacekeepers. It's called the Elders Brigga. Alastyre is one of the leaders of the Elders Brigga. He has magic. He's also one without clans, and the derogatory term would be clanless, which means that his parents are from different clans, possibly, or his clan background is unknown, and that's a huge taboo in their culture. It's no, you're not allowed to be between clans because we don't know what kind of power you might have or what kind of person you'll grow up to be, but it's frowned upon very highly, and especially the higher you are in society, prince, the more controversial it is to pursue someone who is without clans or to somebody outside your clan. And that taboo actually got started when the magic vanished. The clans were trying desperately to preserve what little magic they had and their heritage by making those kinds of rules where you could only marry within your clan. You had to do this because we don't know when the magic's coming back, and we don't want to like intermingle, because before that everybody knew, and those who were born between clans had strange uncontrollable powers at times. So it's all based on the past taboo, and as time has passed, magic is no longer real to these people. They've been born without it for so long that they don't really believe in it anymore. Those things have kind of laxed. And so someone like Alastyre and even Amniese are born without clan. They're between clans, and they don't know because they were kind of, well, she was abandoned and orphaned, and he was given over. So the background to some of they may not even know who their parents are or what their clans are in that case. But it does actually affect magic and what the person has with magic and their powers. However, that's a whole side story that I just did there. So Alastyre is between clans. He can see magic the way people see colors. Magic, it's like an aura almost, kind of like seeing auras, but it's magic. He can see when magic is being used. He can see that power on a person, see kind of the residue of it if a spell has been cast, things like that. And he also can see people's thoughts. If he makes eye contact with you, he can look into your mind and see things that you're thinking in flashes of images, like watching a movie. And it doesn't always go in order. It goes in flashes and bursts. So that's his powers. And he also can do some elemental magic. So he's kind of got a lot going on, and that's part of his background, is who his parents are make a big influence on what his power is. But as that stands, he is one of the leaders of the Elders Brigade, and he works very hard to help those born with magic, magic-born, kind of embrace their power, come into their power, control their power, and use their powers, whatever their magic may be, to help the elders and help the kingdoms keep peace. Because there's also the Order of Lilith, which is like this dark secret group that is trying to overturn these years and years of peace. They want chaos to reign, and they want magic for themselves. So you've got the elders in the order who are fighting for magic, and then you have Alastyre and Artunnus who get pulled into the fray because of who they are, because of what they do, and things like that. So that's the story that I'm doing, that I've written, that I'm trying to get published right now. But anyways, this is his tea. If you want to drink the tea that Alastyre enjoys, in the book he drinks this tea. I think my camera might be blinking at me. I don't know what that means. But you can find this now, and it's a bittersweet tea. He likes to put lots of sugar in his tea, so if you're a sweet person, this might be the tea for you. Add lots of sugar. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video about teas and dolls and BJD and a cup of tea official teas. I hope you also enjoy a cup of tea. I will see you guys in the future. Until next time. Bye! We're gonna have a BJD tea party, a BJD tea party, BJD tea party, BJD tea party, ooh, ooh. Yeah.